Hi, welcome to another episode of Apparently Art is Practice. Today I will be drawing my favorite picture of Dwayne Johnson. It's the one where he's wearing that turtleneck and fanny pack. It was definitely a bit of a challenge because I'm still trying to work on the proportions of the face, but I decided to add drawing the rest of his body as well. We started off with a general outline of the whole body, and then I went into the Loomis method to start working on the face. What I realized is I'm consistently making the eyes too big, so you'll see me here just drawing the eyes and then erasing it and redrawing the eyes. It always looks okay until I start shading, and then I realize that something's off. So again, I'm still working on the Loomis method here. I decided to try using charcoal for the first time, and that was such a big problem for me because I just really didn't know the consistency of that powder, and it had completely erased the outline that I had made. So here you are, I erased it, and then I was testing it out, and poof, the outline of the face was gone. So I am redrawing that outline, and it might not have been accurate because it's not like I started off with the beginning of the Loomis method. At this point, it's really just trial and error. I'm just trying to push through. I was panicking, but I found my way to a point where I felt a little bit more comfortable. I've also started trying to measure a little bit more and lifting up the paper just to make sure that the proportions look right. I am still going back and forth with the eyes. You'll see me erase and redraw the eyes several times. I love the Tombow eraser. I really do think that was the best investment I've made of all the knickknacks that I bought over the past month. It's just a really nice shape, and it helps with the shading, but it also helps me get some of the little areas that I want to erase with more accuracy. So again, I think this is like the 40th time I redrew this eye, and I can't even say that I got it right in the end, but again, maybe 41st time. I just keep going back and forth with the same eye. It doesn't look right, and I know that it doesn't look right, but I couldn't put my finger on what was not right about it. I've also noticed that the face shape was a little bit more different than the reference picture. So I kept going back and forth with that as well. And I'd say the majority of the time I spent on this drawing was on the face alone. I drew the face a lot smaller than what I'm used to, so it was a little bit trickier for me to really get the proportions right. Here I am working on the rest of the body. I figured using the charcoal would be faster in getting the shading, but I can't necessarily say it saved me more time. I think I would have been just as fast if I had used the graphite completely. I was just trying different techniques that I learned on TikTok, so I would just put the charcoal and then blend everything with my blending tips or a cotton pad, and I would go back with the graphite and then go back with the blender and then use an eraser to add some of the highlights, and that really helped save a lot of time. Thank you for watching. Until next time.